I'm Alison Angelo, a Toronto-based soprano, and I'm making my first professional recording called Moon Loves Its Light. I started singing when I was 4 years old. I told my mom I wanted to take singing lessons. I don't know how I knew you could take singing lessons. So she called the lady up the street and said my daughter would like to take singing lessons, and the teacher said, how old is she? And my mom said, well, she's 4. And the lady, Chella, said, oh, that's far too young. And my mom said, I know, but can she just come for one lesson? And then she'll think she's had singing lessons and we can move on. So Chella said, sure. So I went up and sang my little heart out, and afterward Chella said to my mom, you know, she actually can sing and she knows all the words. So if she wants to keep coming, she can. The song Old Moon is one of the tracks on the CD. It is a piece that I commissioned from Halifax composer Ian Bent, who happens to be my brother as well. The poet Roger Field, who's been a great family friend of ours, he wrote the poetry. He'd written the poem probably 20 years ago and sent it to me when I asked him if he had any poetry about the moon. And Ian did a lot of the composing, had it basically finished when he took it out to Roger to play through it with him. And Roger was actually in the very last stages of cancer at that point, and was able to get up and sit with them in the living room and read his poem while Ian played on his keyboard. The concept of the CD has been percolating for a long time, actually even before my son was born. And the idea of moon and dreams and the night appealed to me a lot, thinking of lullabies for my son, but not necessarily a children's album, something that was enjoyable for anyone with any interest in classical music at all. I'm making this recording in Halifax because I grew up in Nova Scotia, and I try and get back as often as I can. I'm fortunate to be able to sing there quite often and have made a lot of great musical friends there, especially my pianist Simon Docking. Also, the sound engineer Rod Snedden has just retired from the CBC after an amazing 30-something year career there, and he's recorded so many fantastic vocal artists, Canadian and American and otherwise international. I just thought I could be at home and do this with international caliber artists. Why wouldn't I do that? I'm happy with my singing right now, and it's such a tenuous, difficult industry to be in. You're always making that decision. Being an artist, is it something that I can do for another day, another year, another decade? We don't know. And so without being too emotional about it, it just feels like the right time, where I am vocally, where I am professionally, and who knows what the future holds. So let's just seize the moment and do it now. As to whether the world needs another CD, I think the world can always use more beautiful music.